Hello everyone, my name is David John Jeffrey. I am the director, producer and writer of the film GodTech. The reason why I'm coming to you today is I made a film a couple of days ago about a couple of conspiracy theories regarding governmental control. And I wasn't planning to do a series on this, but it seems that this is hot topic at the moment. I had a comment on my YouTube video from a Jennifer G, who asked me what my view was on 5G and Chem Trails. And this is what this video is about. Well, first of all, I need to explain a few things that you may not be aware of. I don't know if you are. But let's start with the letter G. G is actually a Freemason letter. I know it sounds silly, but inside their logo you will see the letter G. It's very similar to the number 6. Again, a number that's widely used in Freemason circles, as well as the pyramid and the number 3. Now, I'm telling you this because whenever G is mentioned, it always sparks interest, because of course G is a Freemason letter. Now, 5G really stands for 5 generation. So we've got the first generation, the second generation, third, fourth, and now 5th coming up. Okay, and it's just a generation of technology, wireless technology. 4th generation was interesting in itself. Don't know if you're aware, but there are certain things you can do with 4th generation technology, especially when it comes to advertising billboards. You can actually put a thought into someone's mind through 4th generation technology. 5th generation is taking it to a new transhumanization. Transhuman? I don't know if it's transhumanism, that's the one. And transhumanism is when humanity now reaches to a point where it starts becoming part human, part machine. Okay, I know it sounds a bit silly, cyborgs, AI, all the usual things that you see on TV, and you're like thinking the Bionic Man in the 60s, and all of these things have been happening in the past. And you know, they are telling us things that they're hoping to do in the future. Now, I haven't mentioned all of this stuff inside GodTech. Of course, there's the microchip, and you've got a microchip in the head. And now a plane is flying above me, and probably you won't be able to hear me so well. So let's just wait for that to pass. And talking of planes, there was a certain increase in traffic over London, started a few years ago, where unmarked aircraft started flying over London in circular patterns. They didn't land, they just literally went round in a circle, and I know this because I started counting them and marking them as they came past. And every, I think it was 15 to 20 seconds, another plane would fly past. And you count it, you go 1, 2, and you count to 20, and a plane would fly past, and another one, and another one. And I started questioning, what is this about? And then of course you heard about the Chem Trails. And then you've got 7D cinema, and that's another level altogether. I'd like to tackle in another video, which I will. Chem Trails has so many things. It could be people putting chemicals in the atmosphere to make us a little bit more docile, which means that when we watch TV we take things in better. Some people said that. It could be that they're creating an atmosphere of chem so that they can produce a 7D image in the sky. That's also been thrown at us. Lots of options. Not sure quite which way it's going yet, but I'm still thinking about it. We have 5G, which is the new technology that's come out. You know, they've created these glasses. I think they're called, the company is called Visual or something. And it's like Google glasses, which was 5 years ago, where you had the glass, and on the glass they had like the computer, and it would tell you the bits about stuff that's going on around you, so you could walk down the road and it would tell you shops that were open and their times, because it'd be on Google, and you could follow Google Maps on the glasses. It's like that, but it's not that. On this one, you put the glasses on and it projects an image straight into your retina. And that image, you get to see everything as it is actually what wearing normal glasses, and it's not like you're seeing a TV screen. Everything around you has suddenly become digital. And that's quite weird and a little bit scary. So that's my take on 5G. Transhumanism, putting bionic plants inside the head so that you can control things around your house, that's been done since 1998. Professor Warwick in 1998 implanted himself in the head so that he could control things around his house. 1998. So if they think this is new technology, it certainly isn't new technology. It's a guy that's been doing it since the 90s, has had a cyborg implant in his head with a scanner. Look him up. Our families have been microchipped since the 90s with this kind of technology. It's about having like the power to do things that you think you have the power of God, basically. You get the ability, they're hoping to have the ability that you would be able to think things and it happens. Think about something that's going to happen and then you create it. Another plane. There we go. Although I am on the runway line all the way to Heathrow, so that's why they say there's planes flying over here. But who knows? So that's my take on things. I think this world is becoming a lot more based around internet. You've got the Facebook, you've got your Twitter. That's the old stuff. Snapchat, Instagram, all these social media that's social and yet not social at all. I mean, when do people go out and talk to people now? You have a serious generation coming up of people who don't know how to socially communicate with each other except through their phone. They sit opposite each other and they text each other because they don't know how to talk. Because they haven't been taught how to talk, because from a child they've been given the phone. That's where we're going. We're going to a world where everything is introverted, and it's a scary place to be. What do we do about it? Very simple. Let people know. Tell people. We're going to make films about it. We're going to try and open up people's eyes to the things around them that they're missing. How many films have we seen about introverted nations that just communicate with technology and never actually step out and admire a flower or a bee? They'd rather spray it and get rid of it. Anyway, that's a thought. I'll leave you with that thought. Chem Trails, I'll talk about it another time. I want to go into that in big detail. The agenda for destroying humanity, well, let's talk about that later on. Can I talk about gender? We'll talk about that later on. I'll also do a video on religious connotations related to this. What I think they're going to do to bring the world into unification. We'll talk about that later on. And any questions you have, please write your comments. Please subscribe, because I want to do more videos. Please tell me what you want to hear, and I will tell you my opinion. And then you can make your opinion if you want. It's up to you, okay? I don't want trolls. I'm not a troll myself. I just want to get the word out. So, stay tuned. Watch this space.